Okay, so today we will start with switching. So basically,
Yes.
as you know, we are having some devices in our routing switching topic also. So two kind of devices we are having. One is router, another one is switching. Also, we are having some other devices, but the most important devices are routers and switches. So basically, in switching, we will discuss about the device switch and all the things what will cover inside the switching. That will be layer 2 technology only. So what is layer 2 technology right now? So the things what we are reading in networking right now, all things are referring to the OSI model. And in OSI model, you know, we are having some model, some layers. So you know, application layer, if I am talking about that, then you know, application layer means our device is working at application layer. Some protocols are there who are working in application layer, like HTTP, DNS, those protocols. Then in OSI actually there is we are having two more layers also, like presentation layer, session layer, but our device is actually working on the basis of the implemented model for our device, that is TCP/IP model. And in TCP/IP model, after application layer, direct transport layer will come. There is no existence of that presentation layer and session layer. Okay, so here also I will refer all the things according to the OSI model only, but I will skip the presentation layer and session layer. Only the thing, you know, in presentation layer, the encryption, decryption, then that compression, decompression kind of things, and presenting in the real format, converting the data into a means presentable format. Those kind of things are happening, and session layer, session establishment, all the things are going on that. So here, if we are going to talk about all the protocols and everything, in application layer we are having some protocol, then in transport layer we are having some protocols, then at network layer we are having some protocols, and on data link layer we are having some protocols. So data link layer is the layer 2, this is layer 3, transport layer is the layer 4, and application layer is the layer 7 protocol. And layer 1, you know, all the cabling kind of things, hub devices, and all the connectors kind of things you are using, those all will be exit in the physical layer, okay, or layer 1. So if we are talking about transmitting a data from one device to another device, so if one device trying to send one data to another device, how the data is moving? For example, if I am telling this is my PC, this PC is connected to a switch, this switch is connected to a router, this router again connected to another router, it's another PC, and there is another PC. Sorry, this is another switch, and this is another PC. So the thing is happening like, you know, to make any kind of communication, your device need a IP address. That IP address actually exists in the layer 3 or network layer. It's available here only, okay, or it's a component of you can understand layer 3. So it's a logical address. So for example, this device is having an IP address 10.1, this device is having an IP address of 20.1. So how the data is moving right now? So this device, A device, is trying to do a communication with B device. So it want to send the data. So to make any kind of communication, to send any kind of data, your device need a IP address, destination IP address. So here, according to the OSI things, so at layer 3 you are typing the source IP address 10.1 and the destination IP address is the 20.1, because 10.1 want to send data to 20.1. So after that, what will happen? If you are typing these things, these all layer 3 things are just can't cross one single boundary. Okay, so like if you are sending data to one IP address to another IP address, to cross one boundary you need to do some kind of routing. After that, so this data will move from so many networks, through so many networks. Like this is a layer 3 network, this is also a layer 3 network, this is also a layer 3 network, because all the interface of a router, that will be a layer 3 broadcast domain, or that will create a layer 3 broadcast domain. So that's why now, if this router, this device is trying to send data to B device, then what will happen? This data will be generated from one broadcast domain, again it will pass through another broadcast domain, again it will send to another, or it will be received in another broadcast domain. So that means here 3 broadcast domain or 3 layer 3 networks are getting involved. So whenever we are going to send the data or going to send any kind of packet, that have to cross so many layer 3 broadcast domain or so many layer 3 networks or layer 3 devices in the way or in the path. But how this device will determine like to whom to send the data, to whom to means hand over the data, that thing will happen according to the MAC address or according to the layer 2 technology. So here for example the MAC address is A, so it will mention at layer 3 or at Ethernet header the source MAC address will be A and the destination MAC address will be the device MAC address of the device to whom it want to hand over the data. For example I am taking E, so the destination MAC address will be E. Again whenever the data will pass from this network to another network through the router or through the device who is having a capability of routing, then what will happen? This device will again, it will change the layer 2 things. Layer 3 thing will be always it will be same, but at layer 2 the thing will be like, for example if I am telling this MAC address is D, this is F. In this packet whenever R1 will send to R1 will send towards R2, it will change, the source MAC address will be D and the destination MAC address will be F. So it will just rewrite the layer 2 information and it will send. But here, so two kind of things are needed to do a communication. So my device should know the layer 3 information to whom it want to send the data, and the next thing, it should also have an idea to whom the data should be handed over. Like earlier also I given same example. For example if I am telling, so you want to send something to your friend through another person. So what will happen? Your name is 10.1 because you are going to send the data. Your friend's name is 20.1 who will receive the data. But through post office or something you are going to send the data. So if through postal you are going to send the data, then you should have idea to which post office I have to deposit that letter or data what I am going to send to my friend. So that kind of communication will be layer 2 communication. You will hand over to the post office will hand over to the head post office, then to the next post office, then the peon will deliver the data to your friend will receive. So that means your name and your friend name will be same, but the layer 2 things will be changed after every hop. So this is actually the thing is like in layer 2 we should have, our device should have information about the layer 3 information and layer 2 information to transmit any kind of data. So in switching what will happen? So we will involve one network device. That device is known as switch. So whenever switch is receiving any kind of data, basically in switching what we will discuss, whenever a device switch is receiving any kind of data, how the switch will take decision to send the data to whom. For example, this is a device A device, this is a device B device, and this is C device. So this is port number 1, this is port number 2, this is port number 3. So switching means what? Here one technology will work with this device. By using that technology what will happen? This switch will take the decision. If the data is coming for B device, then I have to send from this port. Later we will discuss how it will take the decisions, and in switching also we will discuss about all the things, how to create a layer 2 environment by using multiple switches. For example, if I am telling this is switch number 1, this is switch number 2, so how the devices will make a environment, layer 2 environment to make such kind of communication, so that if any device is connected to switch number 1 and another device switch number 2, how the devices will be communicate through a layer 2 network. Because switch, if we are talking about switch, it's totally switch is a layer 2 device. So all the things what will happen in switching, that all things will be according to the layer 2 information only, and the layer 2 information is known as MAC address or physical address of the device. So basically in general word, if I am talking about switch, then what is switching? Switching means receiving data on one port of a switch and sending the data to another port. The technology what is working here, that technology is known as switching. So switching is a process, you can understand like that. Switching is a process of moving data, moving a frame or data from one port of switch to another port. So how switch will take the decision right now? Generally, for basics, I will take only one single switch. So one device is connected which MAC address is A, IP address is 10.1. Another device is connected which MAC address is B and the IP address is 10.2. Now A want to do communication with B. So what will happen right now? So the thing is like, so we have one technology on our switch, or one concept is there. That concept is known as MAC address table. Okay. So for example, if I am telling you are sitting somewhere, okay, or you can understand like you are a class teacher, sorry, you are a security guard of a institute, and that institute is having 5 classroom. Okay, so right now what happened, you are having a list who is reading in which class. Okay, so that's why if I am going and asking you like I want to meet Ram, so suddenly you can tell Ram is available in room number 3 or class number 3, just because you are having an entry. Ram is a student of class 3, so he will be available in room number 3. Like that, you are having an idea just because you have an entry about that one, or you have an entry in your mind, a virtual entry in your mind, so that you can determine like where Ram is available. Once you are getting the information, yeah, Ram is a means authorized user, you know Ram, so you have an entry about Ram. Then by checking the entry, you are taking the decision, go to that or take that path. Our switch is also doing the same thing. What it is doing, if A is trying to make a communication with B and sending any data towards switch is going to check the MAC address table. In that MAC address table, it will store all the MAC address of the connected devices, or all the devices who are connected to the switch. Like if this is port number 1, this is port number 2, switch will make an entry. Port number 1 A MAC address device is connected, port number 2 B MAC address device is connected. So what will happen? Whenever a device trying to send any data to B, it will also do some encapsulation. At layer 3, it will enter the source IP address as 10.1, the destination IP will be 10.2. At layer 2 information also, because to transmit data encapsulation from higher layer to lower layer, all the information should be filled, because your data is going to transmit at physical layer. Before that, all should be filled. If your data is generating from layer 3, then layer 2 information should also filled. After that only at layer 2 the data can be transmitted. So here what will happen, it will mention the MAC address A, source MAC address, to whom it want to send, it want to send to B. So it will maintain this data, it's going to send towards the switch, because it's connected to the switch. Whenever switch will receive this information, what it will do, it will check the destination MAC address, because switch is a layer 2 device, so it will only check the layer 2 information. If it's a layer 3 switch, then another thing. Now in switching we are talking about the layer 2 switch only. So in layer 2 switch, what will happen, switch will only check the destination, or only check the layer 2 information, like source MAC address, what is the source MAC address, what is the destination MAC address, like that. So after checking the destination MAC address, switch will find the data should be sent towards B, and it will check for the destination MAC address, do I have any entry in my MAC address table or not. So it will check the MAC address table for the entry, and it will find B MAC address is connected to port number 2. So what it will do, simply it will copy the data, whole data, it will not do any kind of changes. The same data will be copied to the another port. It will just replicate the data to another port, on which port B MAC address is connected, that's port number 2, and the data will be received to B. So how switch is taking the decision, data forwarding decision? By looking at the MAC address table. So every time switch is receiving any data, it will check the layer 2 information. At the layer 2 information, it will check the information of the destination MAC address, to whom the data is there to be sent. For the destination MAC address, it will check the MAC address table for the entry, and it will check for the entry like on which port that device is connected, and from that port it will exit the data. That's the process, how switch is doing exactly the switching process. Now the thing is like that, the next question might be in your mind, how switch is making this MAC address table.
Sir, are you writing on screen?
Yeah, I'm writing. You are able to see or not?
I am not able to see.
I have already shared my screen.
I think yes, I think my issue here or your I don't understand.
Now you are able to see my screen.
Yes, no.
Now you are able to see now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but it was already shared. I stopped and again restart sharing.
Yes, you said, but yes, yes. Whenever you writing, I didn't see you, so for that reason I told you.
Okay, okay, okay. So you can do one thing. This 15 minutes or something now. You can watch the video. I'll upload. Okay. Okay. So this might
Yes,
be
sir.
in your mind how Switch is making the MAC address table right now. Because as I told, Switch is taking the forwarding decision on the basis of this MAC address table only, while looking on the MAC address table only. But how it's building the MAC address table, how it's getting to know about the MAC address, on which port the MAC address is connected, how it's getting the information. So what will happen right now? So the same scenario I am taking right now. This is my switch. A device is connected here. This is B device. So IP address is 10.1, 10.2 same. So the thing is right now, initially on every
Sir,
switch,
so same sir,
uh,
sir, the same problem. I can see only you root how switch make a table. Then next I am not able to see, sir.
I think you are having some network issue.
Only if you wrote maybe, sir. Okay, I'll manage, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay. So you can watch the video once. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now the thing is like how switch will make this MAC address table. So initially I will show you. I am also having some topology today. This is the access of a
Yes.
switch. Now you are able to see the command line interface.
No, sir. I think my network is so. I think I can listen your voice clearly, but the screen I'm not able to see.
Just do one thing. Try to disconnect the meeting and try to join again.
Yes, sir. Yes.